From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To throw is Stafford. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They snap it to Stafford. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Throwing is Stafford. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 61 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that is incomplete. A A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken at the 37. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 110 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. This pass caught by Hamler. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 48 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is taken at the 15. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw right outside is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got this down to the 35. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick-6. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. On
first down at Stafford. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Stafford. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. K.J. Hamler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On play action, here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to work. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 170 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fights him off, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Breaks through the contact, and he's going to get this inside the 30. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On first down, Stafford here. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Henry out of the pistol. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
My, oh my, 250 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 corners, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, it's Henry, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll get this down to the 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
Here we go.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And this opening game has certainly not gone their way at this point. But, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really